record on this computer. Let's begin our recording. So good evening again. Today we're going to talk about, in our second session, we're going to talk about some modal verbs, okay? I've already introduced this, but now we're going to go into the details, all right, of this matter. Let me make this smaller so that I can, kind of shift this a bit and then enlarge it again. So look how, small our, or short our skill is, and it's not that painful, right? Yeah. Let's take a look at that. So skill 32. Look, we're doing skill 32. Can you imagine? We've been working a lot, and we're already on skill 32. We've done some, reading skills also, and we've done some, written expression, skills too. So that is really great. We're almost halfway, right? We're almost halfway, mashallah. So I hope that you also, in terms of knowledge and what you're getting, are more than halfway as well. So let's go to after will, would, or other models, use the base form. So I said, when we talk about models like will, can, may, shall, and the past form of these, verbs. Here they are. Whenever you see a model such as, look, will, would, this is the past form of will. Shall, should, it's past form. Can, could, may, might, or must, you should be sure that the verb that follows it is in its base form. The boat will, not leaving, we need the base form. Will leave. So remember, guys, whenever we have a star, that means there's a problem here.
Leave.
Right? Yes, good job. So the boat will leave. Of course, we can say will be leaving, but there was a, here what? A base form. That means, okay, again. So there should be a change here. Okay, there should be a change. This, however, is not correct. You can say the boat is leaving. See? There are many ways to fix this problem, okay? Or several ways. Don't say many, we'll say several, okay? But the one that they favor is this one. This is what they favor. Will leave, okay? Because we want to talk about the future, and this is, and we want to use models. This is why they say what they say. So the doctor may, what? Because we said what? The base form. They want the base form. They want us to
arrive after modern base form.
Doctor may arrive soon. The secretaries, those secretaries that work for certain doctors, medical doctors, I mean physicians, like, oh, where's the doctor? Oh, he's doing this or he has an operation to do. All right, he's in the hospital. He may arrive soon, and they can't always, say he will. They say may. You know why? Because who knows what might come up suddenly for that doctor, right? So he may arrive, not arrives, may, always after it, no matter what the subject. شو ما كان السبجect, guys. When there's may, مش زي, guys, لما يكون في verb to be or present simple. No. مجرد ما عندي may in the sentence, no matter what the subject is, مهما كان السبجect. لما يكون في may أو will, وراهم مجرد. Be careful. في طلاب أو يعني أشخاص ممكن يفكروا إنه لأنه the doctor يعني he باجي أو she ممكن أحط لها arrives. No. هاي لو ما كان في عندي may. اوكي بعمل هيك، بس مجرد ما عندي may، ربما may هاي الافعال اللي هي اسمها model verbs اللي هن معانيهم will، سوف، would نفس الشيء ممكن يكون معناها سوف حسب وضعها في سياق shall كمان سوف، كان يستطيع، may ربما ممكن ان يقوم بشيء معين، ممكن يعني it means ربما maybe perhaps، must يعني اجبار، معناها انت مجبر شو. طبعا هذول كلهم بدهم أفعال تامة أو أفعال وراهم، لأنه بدون فعل وراهم ما بيعطي معنى كامل. يعني أنتوا بالمنطق طلعوا لما واحد يقول لك أنت سوف تقوم أوكي سوف إيش؟ you need a verb. طب كان أنت تستطيع you can what؟ تستطيع إيش؟ يعني هذا مش مثل الشعبي أنت تستطيع يعني you're strong يعني جمل عادية روتينية كل يوم ما بنصير نقول أنت تستطيع what؟ You can swim. I can swim, right? يعني دايما هاي عن القدرة. All right, can. All right, so let's move on to the students. must الإجبار, guys. All right, زي دايما هاي القواعد والواجبات والrules واللي بيخترقها اللي ما بيقوم بهاي المust بالعادة بتعاقب. The students must إيش؟ What's the problem? بعد must بدنا مجرد not verb 3. The students
Must
must
take the
Take.
exam.
take the exam. الطلبة إجباري
Yeah.
ياخذوا لازم زي
Take.
كلمة لازم ياخذوا الامتحان. They must take the exam. Because if they don't take the exam, you know what will happen? They will get a 0. Simply. Okay, that's why they must. Well, it's either this or a punishment. Taking the exam is hard, I know, but not taking it, you know, the alternative is even worse. And so taking the exam, although it's difficult, is a lot better than not, right? Yeah. So let's take a look at, you know, the chart. As usual, the chart, you know, summarizes what we said. The chart هاي بتعمل زي summary ملخص to what we said. All right. So verbs forms after models. شو أشكال الأفعال بعد المودلز؟ شو قلنا؟ main form of the verb. بدنا المين form يعني you know المجرد منه الشكل الرئيسي معناه المجرد ترى. اوكي بعد المودل هدول زي ما احنا شايفين هون. اوكي so let's do these sentences. يلا نعمل هاي الجمل نطلع عليهم. Let's take a look at them and see how we can fix these sentences. Okay, so the sales clerk, let me do the first one for you. I haven't done anything for a while. The sales clerk اللي هو مندوب المبيعات مثلا, okay, might lower the price. It's correct. Okay, lower معناها ممكن إنه يخفض الأسعار. ف lower is fine. It's the base form of the verb. هي يعني تعتبر main form of the verb. So it's correct. Okay, might is followed by the main form of the verb, and here it is. Okay, اللي هي معناها يخفض. هاي معناها lower عشان بس تعرفوا. Okay, it's a verb and it's in the base form over here. Okay, لأنه لو كانت present مثلا الpresent منها lowers, الماضي منها lower وراها ed. مش تفكروا انها comparative form. No, it's not. It's just a verb معناها يخفض, تخفيض الأسعار. All right, so Dr. Hiba, which one would you like to do?
Number
Hiba?
3.
3. Let's do 3 and then I'll move to the other part of the page. Okay, yeah, what do you think?
Okay. Should everyone arrive by 8? I think it's correct.
Yes, it's correct. It's correct.
Correct.
Should. It's a question form. عشان
Everyone
هيك
should arrive. Yeah.
in a question we have the verb at the beginning, right? Should everyone arrive? هل يجب على الجميع. دايما guys, when you have the verb like this auxiliary, كل الauxiliaries لما يكون بداية الجملة سؤال, should, is, are, was, شو ما كان زمنها معناها هل ترى, هل ايش, هل يجب هون معناها على الجميع الوصول بحلول الساعة 8. يعني أقصى حد إنك تيجي على الساعة 8. That's really what it means. Okay, yes, Dr. Khulud, do you want to do one of these? Look, let's take a look at the other side of the page, the other part of the page. Here we have more questions here.
Yeah.
5 to 10. What do you want to do? Let me enlarge.
Can I see them, Doctor?
Oh, yes, you will.
Okay.
Yeah, choose anyone and I will help you with them.
تمام. 8.
Uh-huh.
8. Number 8. Would anyone like to see that movie?
So what's the problem here?
It's a question, as you said, Doctor. Would anyone? It's a question. Would the model is at the beginning, like it's is the improper. It should be like the best form of like is like.
So we need to change this to its base form because would is the verb that follows would should be in the base form, and the base form for this is like, not like. So would anyone like to see the movie? هل أي حدا منكم حابب يشوف الموفي? Do you want to do one more before we move on to reading? Today we're going to move on to reading, you know, and then we're going to be done. Dr. Noura, one more, and then we will move on to, you know, reading and stop there.
Yes, Doctor. Number 5. The machine may clicks off. It is overused.
Good.
ما دكتورة should الفعل اللي بعدها لازم يكون base form مش clicks, المفروض تكون click.
Good. The machine, الجهاز زي أي جهاز, you know, doctors, all right? The machine, أي جهاز, هذا الماشين بحكي لكم عنه ماله, you know, may click off. ممكن إنه إيش يطفي, يعني يعمل هذا click off, يفصل. هيك معنى click off. ممكن يفصل. When if it is overused, إذا بصير الاستخدام له over كتير, يعني إذا يعني زاد الاستخدام له. Okay, so of course بدنا احنا click لانه click معناها it's a verb, it's a فعل هون. ممكن يفصل. click معناها يفصل, to click off. هاي مع بعض طبعا. click off يفصل معناها انه يعني ما عاد يشتغل المقصود فيه ويكون فعال. ف the verb الفعل هون ما بدنا له s, بدنا no s because احنا قلنا the main form after may, shall, will, بدنا main verbs. Okay, هلا we want to go to the reading. We want to go to reading now, guys. Okay, I hope you are very proud of yourselves. You know, we are done with skill what 32 from, you know, the structure, you know, let me say section. Okay, so now we want to move on to reading, and reading is on, I think, pages 200 something. Okay, so 200s. We need to go to the 200s now quickly, probably, you know, because, you know, it's not hard to go to the 200 sections now. We want to go here. We start here, reading comprehension, and we're not going to do skill 2 because we did it. 3, we talked about pronouns. Remember, guys? Okay, let's just quickly revise this, okay? So last time in class, we talked about on Saturday, right? We talked about, you know, questions about pronouns, all right? This remember, we talked about this on Saturday, if you remember. So find pronoun reference. So one of the questions that you might get, you know, when you are given, you know, a passage. Passage means nas, okay? It could be a paragraph. It could be more than a paragraph. It could be an essay. ممكن يكون مقال. You know, you will be asked about pronoun reference. That means, you know, what does they refer to if there's a they in the sentence, in one of the sentences, or an it. What does it refer to? على إيش
صح هاي
على إيش
أخذناها
بتصير؟
المرة
Yeah,
الماضية.
we did. I'm just revising.
Yes.
So we took it
أوكي
Saturday.
تمام.
فأنا قررت دائما لما ناخذ شيء السبت إنه نعملها زي quick revision because it's not taped لأنه مش مسجل. عرفتي ليه؟ Like what if somebody was absent on that Saturday, okay? They can still, you know, watch the recording. صح إنه إشي بسيط اللي رح نحكيه عن الشيء اللي أخذناه السبت يعني ما بنقدر إحنا أكيد الإشي اللي بأخذ وقت إنه نعطيه نفس الوقت but you know like a quick reminder, okay? بس عشان يعني المشاركين الدكاترة الكرام اللي ما قدروا لأسبابهم الخاصة يعني إنهم يجوا, alright? من نعتبر أعذارهم مقبولة, alright? Yeah. يعني ما شاء الله, all of you are old and you know when you should be absent and when you shouldn't, you know. Anyway, so the thing is that, you know, what do we do when we have a question like that? عادة الضمير لما ينسأل عنه, you have to go back to what was mentioned before. For example, look at this example. We did this last time. So we talked about carnivorous plants اللي هي النباتات الكارنيفورس اللي هي اللي بتبتلع الكائنات الحية, يعني أكلة لحتى you know أشياء الحيوانية, alright, like insects, okay? طبعا هاي نباتات غريبة شوي, right? احنا مش موجودة عندنا بس موجودة في الأمازون forests, right? في غابات الأمازون, I heard before. It doesn't say anything about that. Anyway, the thing is that look at this they over here. They have digestive fluids to obtain the necessary nitrogen. What are we talking about here? They عائدة على إيش؟ أكيد في قبل, something before. So basically, if you take a look, carnivorous plants such as the sundew and the Venus flytrap are generally found in humid areas where there is an inadequate supply of nitrogen in the soil. In order to survive, these plants, carnivorous plants, have developed the mechanisms to trap insects within their foliage, their bodies. So we're talking about carnivorous plants, right? So what are these plants? So humid areas, are we talking about humid areas here? No. These plants, yes, could be. Let's see if there's something better. Is there something better? Insects? No. Digestive fluids? No. So why I revise this is just to tell you that, you know, in the reading section of the TOEFL, you will be asked many times, you know, to, you know, say what this pronoun or some pronoun, what does it refer to? Okay. And you, in order to get the answer, you have to go to to a previous sentence that has mentioned that, you know, pronoun before. Because you know اصلا when do we use a pronoun؟ متى احنا اصلا نستخدم الضمير؟ لما يكون انذكر الشيء هذا اصلا لاول مره وعرفنا فيه اصلا باسمه. So now يعني عشان ما يكون في ممل نضلنا نقول نفس الاسم من اسم, we use a pronoun instead, right? Yeah. So today we want to talk about skill 6. بدنا نعمل shift هلا ونروح على skill 6 كمان بالreading. What is this skill all about؟ بدنا نعرف هاي skill 6 شو الفوكس تاعها. alright, let's take a look. وحلو مرات إنه أساعدكم شوي to read this section a little bit. Let's see. So some questions in the reading comprehension section في جزئية reading comprehension الاستيعاب of the TOEFL test will require answers that are not directly stated in the passage. أحيانا رح يطلبوا منكم تحلوا أسئلة مش بشكل صريح إن ذكرت الإجابة. أوكي، يعني هلا بده يصير في مش تخمين بس، يعني خلينا نقول الواحد يعني لما يقرأ بقدر إنه يحذر المطلوب. أوكي، أو يعني based on what is said، يعني يستنتج باختصار شديد. alright. To answer these questions correctly, you will have to draw conclusions. شايفين رح تضطروا أحيانا في بعض الأسئلة إن أنت تستنتج. conclusion معناها إنك تستنتج. alright. from information that is given in the passage. من أصلا طبعا ما بتقدر تستنتج هيك والله randomly عشوائي. no. تستند على المعلومات اللي موجودة في النص، حتى لو بدك تستنتج استنتاج مش مذكور بشكل صريح. Two common types of indirectly answered questions are بعض الأسئلة هاي اسمها واحد نوع منها اسمه implied detail questions، هذا هلا اللي رح نحكي عنه، and transition questions. transition معناها النقلة. أوكي، طبعا ما بدي أنا هلا أحكي كثير عنهم، خليهم لوقتهم. أوكي، transition. right. So what does that mean? Let's focus on this now. Skill 6. Answer implied detail questions. أسئلة عن تفاصيل معينة ولكن implied يعني إنه مذكورة مش بشكل صريح، بشكل ضمني لإجابة. For example, take a look. You will sometimes be asked to answer a question by drawing a conclusion. رح ينطلب منك تجاوب على سؤال، أنت اللي رح تقرر وتتخذ القرار بحيث إنك إيش تستنتج from a specific detail or details in the passage، من معلومات معينة بسيطة أو أكثر شوي بالفقرة. Questions of this type contain the words implied, inferred, likely or probably. أصلا هم لما يسألوكوا رح يسألوكوا بالسؤال رح يكون في كلمة implied، رح تعرف إنه هو مش إشي صريح، إشي بدك تستنتجه. كيف بعرف إنه بدي أستنتج أنا من هذا السؤال؟ The word implied, inferred, likely, probably، كلها هاي كلمات تشير إلى إنه ربما وإنت بدك تحاول تستنتج. أوكي؟ To let you know that the answer to the question is not directly stated. هاي كلها كلمات بتشير إنه المعلومة المطلوبة مش بشكل صريح موجودة في الفقرة. In this type of question، في هاي النوع من الأسئلة، it is important to understand that you do not have to pull the answer out of thin air. طب بس كمان بقول لك مش بدك تجيب المعلومة من هيك عشوائي. thin air معناها يا والله من الهواء الطلق، مش من النص، لا من النص بس. not direct, the answer is not directly there. I'm sorry about that. Instead, some information will be given in the passage. You will draw a conclusion from that information. بالعكس، في عنا معلومات في النص تستفيد من هاي المعلومات حتى انت تتخذ القرار وتوصل للنتيجة اللي انت بتجاوبها ان شاء الله. يعني it's not going to be يعني سؤال that hard. Okay, but like I said, it's not directly stated, the answer. So let's go to the next page. Here we go. We have an example here. Let's read it together. Okay, let me help you with this. All right, so the Hawaiian language. وتتذكروا أنا حكيت لكم أصلا متعمد إنه هاي النصوص ما إلها عناوين، لأنه ممكن أصلا يسألونا. شفتوا skill 1 ممكن السؤال skill 1 ينسأل عن هذا النص، skill 2 عن هذا النص، skill 3 عن هذا النص، 4 عن هذا النص، 5 وهكذا. Got it? Okay, يعني ممكن أسألك عن pronouns هون. Like this musical sounding. This refers to what? I could say that. Okay? Something of that kind. Like, for example, what is the main idea in this title or in this paragraph? I'm sorry. What is the main idea in the second paragraph? You have to look at the topic sentence, the first sentence in, this passage. All right. The Hawaiian language, اللغة أهل هاواي، تعرفوا هاي جزيرة هاواي، is a melodious language. لغة فيها نغمة أو نغمات حلوة زي الموسيقى. In which all words are derived from an alphabet of only 12 letters. تخيلوا بقول لك كل الكلمات لهاي اللغة هاواي مشتقة من وين؟ من alphabet أبجدية، يعني حروفهم فقط 12 حرف. Wow, that's a little, isn't it? The 5 vowels عندهم الفاولز هذول A, E, I, O, U and the 7 consonants، وعندهم أحرف العلة هذول أو الأصوات العلة. تخيلوا، وعندهم consonants حروف صحيحة هيهم هذول بس K, H, L, M, N, P, W. واو سهل، يلا نتعلم هوايين ها. Each syllable، كل مقطع in the language في اللغة ends in a vowel. تخيلوا كل كلمة عندهم في اللغة، تخيلوا، أو مش بس حتى كل كلمة، each syllable، كل مقطع ها ماله ends in a vowel، يعني واحدة من هذول بنتهي بواحدة من هذول كلماتهم. alright. and two consonants never appear together، ومستحيل تلاقي two consonants مع بعض، دائما لازم يكون في what ها vowels in the middle. alright. So vowels have a much higher frequency، فلذلك الفاولز هاي تخيلوا لأنه يعني وجودهم في كل كلمة متوفر بكثرة. That's the thing. So vowel etc. frequency تكرار لهم كتير in the Hawaiian language than they do in English. Okay. يعني هدول بنلاقيهم بكثرة في Hawaiian language more than in English. This musical sounding language، هي اللغة اللي فيها موسيقية يعني كتيرة. alright. هي لغة بتعتمد على الموسيقى. This is what it is. alright. can be heard regularly by visitors to the islands. وين ممكن تسمعوها هاي اللغة؟ أكيد يعني if you visit Hawaii. يعني I remember when I lived in the States, when people wanted to go on vacation, do you know where they would go؟ يعني إحنا هلا الناس بدها تشتي مثلا، وين بتروح؟ يعني بدي أحكي مش خارج البلد. They would go to the Dead Sea، البحر الميت، to Aqaba, right? That's where people go in Jordan when they want, to, for refreshment and for a change, if they don't want to go to, outside of the country, let me say. And in America, most people, because Hawaii is like one of the states of America, that it's very, different. And by the way, do you know who lived in Hawaii? Someone who is very famous, who became, one of the presidents of the United States of America. Not recently did he, let me say, what? Did he retire? And Biden came after him. Who am I talking about? Who am I talking about? Biden came
Donald
after him.
Trump.
Huh?
Donald Trump.
No. And then Trump came after him. Now I want to help you, Dr. Ghaith.
Okay, it's Obama now.
Obama. Obama was raised in Hawaii, by the way. Okay. And when he came to study, to do like higher education, that's when he came to America. Okay. But all his life, he was American, it's true. But he lived in Hawaii. So Hawaii is kind of very different, It's not like the rest of the United States of America. It's like very different. See, this is like, what he experienced, by the way. I don't know if he knows how to speak Hawaiian, but that's where he lived, in Hawaii. Okay. So more about Hawaiian, all right, and this language. The focus is on the language itself, right? So if you go to Hawaii, you will hear the Hawaiian language spoken. Most Hawaiians speak English, but it is quite common to hear English that is liberally spiced with words. So yeah, they speak English, but they spice the words, right? Like, they don't speak maybe with an American accent. And expressions from the traditional language of the culture. Sometimes Hawaiians, they would use also some Hawaiian words, even when they speak English, okay? I heard this before. A visitor may be greeted with the expression aloha. Aloha. You tell me, what is aloha? So from now and on, aloha. Yeah, hello, all right? And may be referred to as a malihini. Oh, you are a malihini. I don't know what that means, by the way. Please forgive me if it's not a good word. So you might be referred to as a malihini. Let's see what that is. Because he is a newcomer to the, okay. So I think we're not just malihinis, we're super malihinis. Do you know why? Because we didn't even go to the island. If you go to the island and you're new there, they call you a malihini, like a guest or a visitor. So for us, we didn't even go there, okay? But if we plan to go there, we're going to be malihinis, okay? This visitor may attend an outside luau where everyone eats too much. What is this word? This is also a Hawaiian word, okay? But they don't tell you what it is. They tell you where everyone eats. When someone tells you a luau and they tell you where everyone eats, what do you think that is going to be? Like an event where there's food, right? Like a dinner or a lunch or, some kind of time.
Festival, maybe.
Yeah, good. A festive, time or a festival where people, eat. The focus is on food though, okay, Dr. Ghaith? Too much and maybe invited afterwards to dance the hula dance. Have you ever heard of the hula dance? So dance the hula, like, it's a kind of dance, all right? Like dabke, but it's something Hawaiian, all right? So which of the following is probably not a Hawaiian word? Now I want to tell you something. Now, they don't, for example, they don't tell you hula is a dance, to dance the hula. So they don't directly tell you that it's a dance. They do it in an indirect way, okay? And they don't tell you here, for example, malihini. They don't tell you exactly this means da. But you can understand what it means because you're going to be, as a newcomer, described as a malihini. So we know that it means guest, right? Something of that kind. So now you will be asked questions. Dr. Ghaiti, would you like to read these questions for us and answer them?
Okay. Which of the following is probably not a Hawaiian word? I think it's C. Why? Because in the first paragraph, it will not be two consist letters together, as I read. So
Yes,
the
because
third,
here, look what it says. Words are derived from the alphabet, etc. etc. Okay. Each syllable in the language ends in a vowel. So the syllable, ma, ends in a vowel, So mahi, maha, okay, makal, moa. So this is a syllable, maqta, guys, okay? But here, do we have a syllable that ends with a vowel? So shruthom, see their conditions to call it a Hawaiian word is that you have to end your syllable with a vowel, and then two consonants never appear together, and that you don't have two consonants. Look here, we have two consonants, K and L, they're together. So this broke the rule, right, Dr. Ghaith? هذا كسر القاعدة. شرط كلمات الهوايين يكون في
there is no concept together.
بالضبط. So in Arabic كل مقطع عشان أوضح لكم لازم ينتهي ب vowel هيو هذا الشرط. And ممنوع إنه الconsonants two يلتقوا يكونوا سوا. So look here, we have two consonants and it doesn't end, the section does not end, or the syllable does not end with a vowel. So that's why we rejected C. So شايفين كيف indirect? They give you, information, and you have to make use of the information to answer the question. Thank you, Dr. Ghaith. You did a good job.
Do you
How
want
about number two?
one?
Do you want to do number two for us too?
Yes. It is implied that luwa is
wow. I don't know what that is really. Maybe I pronounced wrong, Yani. I'm not Hawaiian.
Yeah. Sorry, no. It's something for food, so we can say concert, I think.
No, a concert is like, where Nancy Ajram sings and, Wa'il Kfouri, that's a concert. حفل غنائي.
It's not dance, it's not language, it's not concert, it's a beat.
A feast. A feast is like an area, a place where there's a lot of food, a lot of food, even more than we need, and this is what we Jordanians do. We have a feast. Okay, that means we offer a lot of food. It's even a lot more than the people can eat, and then we end up, what we end up doing, Dr. Ghaith? Giving the food away. It's too much.
Okay.
That's what a feast is really, okay? Yeah, so all of these. So it's feast that you have to, get to know more. So to answer the first question, you should refer to the part of the passage where it states that in the Hawaiian language, two consonants never, remember, appear together. Look here, they have appeared. So this is why. The other ones, they don't have that. Because the consonant K and L, look at K and L, appear together in this word. So answer C is the best answer to this question. To answer the second question, this one that Dr. Ghaith recently has answered, you should refer to the part of the passage where it states that luau, everyone eats too much, which means too much. Look at the word too much, bad in the phrase, okay? From this, you can draw the conclusion, that a luau is a feast, which is a large meal. What is a feast? A large meal. The best answer is B. We want to take a look at, this page now. So we have a chart as usual, and we have to remember these pieces of information. How to identify the question? How do we know that the question is an implied question? It's not stated there. It is implied in the passage. The question starts by saying it is implied in the passage that it can be inferred. The word inferred also tells you that, okay? From the passage, it is most likely that, what probably happened, okay? So these words, implied, inferred, likely, probably, they reveal that the question is going to be, an indirect kind of information that you're supposed to look for and try to, guess, or work something out to get the answer, or to, choose the answer. So where to find the answer? The answer to these questions are found in order in the passage. Like if they, like for example, listen guys, what does this mean? It's in order. Can you see this question? Which of the following is probably not a Hawaiian word? It's in this area. Imagine the second question, which is also implied, it is in this area. So usually like question 1 is in paragraph 1. Question 2 is in like if you found the answer to question 1 here, question 2 is not going to be here, the answer in the beginning. No, it's going to be after it, sometime after it, and so on. Okay, that's what, these are also ways to save time, okay? And to help you answer the questions faster. Okay, how to answer the question? How do you answer this question? What did we just do right now when we answered the question? This is what Dr. Ghaith and I think all of you have done. You chose a keyword in the question, right? You scan the passage, scan like quick reading of the passage for the keyword or related idea. Then you carefully read the sentences, you know, or the sentence that contains the keyword. Why? To try to make a conclusion. You want to make a conclusion. You want to answer the question to make a conclusion. Look for an answer that could be true according to the sentence. Okay, guys, we are done, honestly speaking, and I think that we should stop here. I want you to have an enjoyable evening, and inshallah, we will meet tomorrow at around 7:15. Okay? If, you know, for some reason, you know, I will change the time just a little bit for some reason. You know, I'm sorry that sometimes I have, you know, things going on, but if I don't have anything, then I'll just keep it at 7:15. It will just be a slight change. Otherwise, we will stick to 7:15. And inshallah, I will see you all tomorrow. Have a great evening. Goodbye.
You too.
Thank you so much. Same to you.